Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskar. Welcome back to Jal Prayag. I'm going to start a partially new topic today, which is passage planning. If you remember, we have done one video on passage planning earlier also, but that was based on a MMD exam question. So it was not a direct concept or the principal theory kind of approach. There was practically one numerical done. But if you honestly ask me, your passage planning as a theory, remember it is starting in your pre-C. It can be your DNS or BSc, of course, surely in BSc. Then it comes again in second mates, then again in chief mates also. And it is broadly discussed even with the master's candidate, but in a slightly different way. But it is not only the theoretical topic which you encounter. If you remember, indirectly it is being treated in your ROC ARPA for your second mates also, then RANSCO for your mates. Then after that you might have your own BTM course, and you might have some in-house your company course also, where the management or the team management is taken care on a broader basis. So the idea for me to tell you all this is your passage planning is not a simple topic. Actually, it's quite vast, and if you really go in detail, it has to come across in a more on hourly basis rather than on a simple video. It cannot be handled, but my approach for me here today is I will try to maintain little bit on the surface level. I will not go very deep also. The idea is to get people attempting for your MMD exams, and it comes as a 20 marks, sometimes 25 marks theory question also. It comes as one of the questions in mates in the first section itself. One full passage plan question comes, that is a compulsory question. Even for second mates also, please remember the passage plan is a compulsory question. Sometimes even after giving you a numerical on passage plan, that means making a route plan, they give you theoretical question as well additionally. So for you, you have 20 minutes for approximately 20 to 25 minutes in an exam. How to go about, how to give a kind of a bullet point approach, that is what I'm trying to do. And I can't finish this in one or two videos. I'll have to take multiple videos, so I'm going to break it. And today I'm going to deal with just a couple of divided sections. So let us get into it. So as I said, is more of a concept of theory today. Later on, we'll see, again, we can approach one practical question of plotting it on the chart. And something else also you should remember, passage planning doesn't matter if it is a paper chart or it is an ECDIS, it is still there. Whether you do it or someone else does it, it is still there. So basically, even if someone else does it to you and gives it, you should be able to cross check and verify whether it is matching the standards and it is safe or not. So that is what you should realize. Doesn't matter if second mate is doing the passage plan, the third mate should be able to figure out that something is amiss or something is wrong, something can be updated, or he's missing something and he has learned a little bit extra. So let us get into this concept. And as I said, this is not a fully new topic, it's partially new, because if you go to this playlist, MMD exam solutions in Jalpriyad, you will find a passage planning solved example, which is video number 78. And that also gives you a fair picture. So we'll be dealing up that concept also. As I said, I'll try to make it as far as possible bullet points. And this is the first part. So you'll have to wait and watch the series for you to completely get an idea. So let us start with the first important thing everyone should be aware of, right from your cadet to anyone master or whoever it is, much beyond that, even the company also. Now, passage plan is always supposed to be from berth to berth. Please do not do it from port to port or anchorage to anchorage. No, berth to berth. Your passage plan normally, as I said, it has got a lot of theoretical part also, so it can be subdivided into segments, divided into segments. Sorry, it can be given some aspects also, and then finally, usually this components are there. You will see most of the time, you people are taught about the components, so and not much emphasis given on the segments and aspects. So that is why components is also an individual question. At 20 marks, can a question can come telling you to explain only the components itself, and that itself is quite big. So you are supposed to adjust your answers based on the marks allotted to you. So please think about it and do it. I'll go on bullet points for each one of them. In this particular video today, part one, I'll be sticking on to segments and aspect only, because for components, I need again one more session. It cannot be completed today. So let us go into these segments, which can be subdivided into various legs. That is what is called. Segment is also called as leg. Obviously, when you depart, you'll have your departure pilotage. Then you'll have departure, your coastal passage. After the pilot has disembarked, you'll still find a lot of traffic here. And ocean passage, that is the uh, bigger version usually of your passage plan. Then when you arrive, you'll have arrival coastal, which is also called as landfall also. Then you can anchor at arrival, or you can have pilotage on arrival also, again up to berth. So if you see here, I've again marked it with the red, berth to berth. This is what you should. Something more important for you, your presence of pilot does not relieve any responsibilities and duties as per your regulations. Doesn't matter STCW or whatever regulations it is, neither your company policy also uh, does not relieve the responsibilities and duties of master as well as the officer of watch. If you honestly ask me, it is the crew member also, because it is a team. So you have a helmsman, you might have additional lookout also, all of them. Even though I mentioned only master and officer of watch, who are on the top of the hierarchy in the bridge. But remember, it is everyone. So nowadays rules are quite strong. Individuals are also are held responsible and accountable for any mistake. So you cannot just put the blame that somebody does a mistake and only master is penalized. So those days are over. So please be careful. You are individually responsible also. Now this aspect. Let us look at this aspect after your segment. This is slightly a topic which has got a lot of things involved. As I said again, I'll be only on the surface level. A few places I can go a little bit deeper, but not exactly. You can divide the aspects into safety part of it, security part of it, legality, commercial features, and then environmental also. So let us start one by one. Let me go into safety first. Your safety again can be subdivided into human part, where I can talk about LSA and FFA. Medicals, it is for the people on board. Obviously, food and water are essential. Hygiene also. And then crew welfare. Crew welfare is a very broad term. It takes care into everything. It takes care of your social welfare and your mental welfare. Everything is taken care of. Next is your ship safety. Is your ship seaworthy? What about the stability? Your draft and depth, quite important for you. The weather uh, at all the spots on your route. Your nav and comms systems, they are also coming under ship safety, and your machinery condition and spares what you have. Then let us go on cargo safety. Cargo safety mainly involves, once you have done your cargo operation, lashings are very important. Protecting that cargo and keeping your hatch covers weather tight are important. You might have special precautions of safety regarding IMDG, chemical oil and gas also. Then passengers, livestocks, and animals. These are also a cargo for the trade. Even though if it is passengers also, they are particularly the earning members. They are the core earning contributors for your shipping. So they are also coming under cargo. Let's go on the security part of it. Please remember this word security and safety is quite interrelated. So I'll talk about this sometimes later because it's usually an oral question also. What is the difference between security and safety? Right now, I'm not dealing. High risk areas, your Malacca Strait and Singapore Strait is known traditionally for issues of piracy. Africa is also a place where you have to be cautious, and it is nothing to do particularly mentioning a continent as a whole, but it's Asia also. You have these issues, but Africa sometimes it is violent also. So that is the reason particular extra care is taken. Anyone watching this video from Africa, this intention is not to hurt your sentiments. It's coming out of the practical experience most of the people have done. So please don't take it personally. Your war zones, typically you can see a lot of issues are going on in Europe and Middle East. So these kind of places you'll have to take care the security of your ship also. Then let us come to legal issues. So what is legality? Your international rules and regulations. Example is SOLAS, MARPOL, STCW, load lines, and call regs, etc. I've not marked everything. I've just given a few important ones. What about local? Yes, you can have archipelagic sea lane issues, ASL, particularly going through your Indonesian waters. You'll have to be careful. If you deviate within a particular range from the axis of ASL, you might be arrested, you might be penalized. So please be careful whenever you are passing through Indonesian waters. Every country will have its own inland rules. So in case you have any special rules there, you'll have to follow that. So what about any special certification for the ship, like your oil, chemical, gas, maybe polar certificate? But then there are the regular certification which are standard, which don't change your cargo ship safety certificate, cargo ship construction. Then you'll have your radio certificates. So all those things come. You need to keep them ready. Your crew documentation is quite important because this is something very dynamic. It keeps changing. Your place keeps changing. People keep changing. Your nationalities keep changing. So you'll have to be careful in these documentations. Usually, yes, the company keeps in track, but you're also supposed to be in touch with the latest regulation, anything special which is coming. So COC, your STCW endorsements, visas, port clearance, yes, you need to get port clearance before you depart, or maybe are you clear to come in also? There's a big issue. So port and pilotage dues and their own regulations. Cargo documents, yes, BL, mates receipt, etc. Your minimum manning certificates and following the minimum manning is very important as required by your administration. So it will be posted on your bridge also. So please look what is the minimum manning required. Let us take a couple of commercial factors that will get involved in your passage plan. Your charter party terms, quite important. It is signed. Owner will have his own requirements. Sometimes your port and terminal might have commercial issues with, let us say, the size of the ship or the load lines and all those things. So you have to think about that also. Do you have a compulsory or optional pilotage requirement? Because the moment it is optional, then it is paid service. So whether you want to take it or no, again, it depends on your experience also. Do you want to do economical speed or you want a speedy turnover? So these are all your commercial requirements which you're supposed to take care. One more thing I can add, it is the bunker requirements, even though it can be accommodated in some other categories, but commercial is also involving the bunkers, whether your charter is going to pay for it or owner is going to pay for it. So you can put one more line as bunker requirements also. Let us look at this environmental. It is important for you as far as regulations are concerned. Your MARPOL is there. Please keep in touch with all the annexes required as per your area, oil, chemical, garbage, your IMDG, obviously ICA, SICA, SOX, NOx. Ballast water management is something which is creating a lot of anxiety to every chief mate. So Please be aware of this also and follow the rules and regulations with whatever system you have. OPA, it talks about pollution, but it is only for US waters. So additional to MARPOL, you are supposed to take care of OPA also. Your particularly sensitive sea areas, these are something ecologically very critical. So you'll have to worry about that. One of the examples could be your Great Barrier Reef. Okay. And not only these maybe not so living creatures. Right now, the last one is your living creature, which is your whale, your humpback and right whale. Please remember there are a lot of places in America and even Panamanian waters also where sightings are supposed to be reported, and you'll have to be careful not to go and hit them. So, because a lot of environmentalists will be watching you, so you'll have to be careful. Please mark it on the charts also. These will come under markings later on. We'll see. So right now, what I've done is I've taken only the segments and the aspects part of your passage plan. The next one I'm going to do is your components. Components is slightly bigger, and as I said, passage plan is not a small topic. If I go on talking, I can go on bringing a lot of things into feature, and whatever is only important, I will bring it. Otherwise, anyway, as I said, you people will be doing many times. I think multiple times you will be doing BTM courses, so you will get a lot of practical knowledge there also. But anyway, my idea is practical knowledge as well as your theoretical knowledge for your exams. So I'll come back with the next part. I'll talk about components and much more I'll be talking about. Keep watching Jal Prayag and until then, Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskar.